Hello and welcome to this quick intermediate 12-minute sunrise flow. I invite you to arrive on your mat and set your own intention for this practice and perhaps the day ahead. We will then start shortly with a couple of sun salutations to waken up the body. Open your eyes and inhale your arms up towards the sky, slight back bend, exhale forward fold, inhale halfway lift, exhale plant palms, step or jump back into high plank, chaturanga dandasana, inhale upward facing dog, and exhale downward facing dog. If your body still feels stiff, feel free to pedal out your dog and then try to find stillness. You can bend your knees as much as needed. Gaze between your hands, step or jump in between your hands, inhale halfway lift, exhale forward fold, inhale your hands towards the sky, slight back bend, exhale hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar A, inhale your arms up, slight back bend, exhale forward fold, Uttanasana, inhale halfway lift, exhale plant palms, step back into high plank, chaturanga dandasana, inhale upward facing dog, exhale downward facing dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. Your palms are planted firmly in the ground, push your tailbone towards the corner of the room, creating length in the body. Gaze between your hands, bend your knees and step or jump in between your hands in a halfway lift, exhale forward fold, inhale your hands towards the sky, slight back bend, exhale hands to heart center. Inhale your arms towards the sky, back bend, exhale forward fold, Uttanasana, inhale halfway lift, plant palms, step or jump back into high plank, exhale chaturanga dandasana, inhale upward facing dog, exhale downward facing dog. From here, inhale your right leg up to three-legged dog, exhale right knee to nose, inhale lift, exhale right knee to right armpit, inhale lift leg, exhale right knee to left armpit, inhale lift, and exhale your right foot between your palms and windmill up to warrior 2. Your knee is stacked on top of your ankle, center your core, arms are engaged pulling towards each end, and gaze is on top of your right hand. From here, come to an easy extended side angle, bring your right elbow just on top of your right knee, left leg is straight, and left arm stretches over your head in line with your ears. Exhale and come to reverse warrior. Your gaze is in your right hand. And feel the space you're creating between your ribs. Inhale, extended side angle pose. Make sure your hips are open towards the long side of the mat. Follow your breath and shift to reverse warrior. And feel the space you're creating between your ribs. And return to warrior 2 and come into Trikonasana. Feet are about 1 meter apart, square your hips to the long side of the mat, kick your left hip back, hinge towards the front leg, and your top wrist is lined up over the bottom wrist. You can place your hand on your calf, the floor, or on top of a block. And return to warrior 2 and try to deepen your warrior here. It's all in your mind. And windmill your arms and frame your front foot. From here we will come directly into low lunge. Inhale your arms up, down to your left knee, and shoulders away from your ears. This is a great stretch to open up your hip flexors. Now lower your arms and frame your feet, shift back to half monkey pose. And if your mobility allows, bring your nose to your knee, feeling a nice stretch in your hamstrings, which is perfect after running. From here, shift towards crooked monkey pose, grab your left foot with your right hand, and twist your torso towards the sky. Gaze follows upwards and lean more into your stretch. Let go of your left foot, frame your front foot with your hands, tuck your toes and lift your knee off the mat. Bring your foot outside of your left hand and come into your variation of lizard pose. Your gaze is between your thumbs and your back leg is straight. From here, come to high plank. Inhale your right arm up to the sky for an easy twist, and exhale, come to twisted lizard variation. Come to the edges of both feet and bring your left hip closer to the ground and your arms point toward your back foot. Your gaze follows. Frame your front foot, windmill your arms back to warrior 2, and we will do half a sun salutation from here. So windmill your arms, frame your front foot, step back into high plank, exhale Chaturanga Dandasana, inhale outward facing dog, and exhale come to your downward facing dog. We will now repeat the other side. So from here, inhale your left leg up to three-legged dog, exhale knee to nose, inhale lift, exhale left knee to left armpit, inhale lift, exhale knee to right armpit. Inhale lift, exhale and place your left foot between your palms, windmill up to warrior 2. Your right foot is grounded at a 90-degree angle, showing to the long side of the mat, and your left foot points toward the front of the mat. Your hips are squared to the long side of the mat. Gaze is on top of your left hand this time. For an easy extended side angle pose, bring your left elbow just on top of your left knee, right leg is straight, right arm stretches over your head, and your entire right side builds a diagonal line. Your gaze is towards your right hand. From here, exhale to reverse warrior. Your legs stay where they are, lean back over your right leg, your left arm goes over your head and gaze is towards your left hand. Inhale, come to extended side angle pose. And follow your breath, shift to reverse warrior. Feel the space you're creating between your ribs in this asana. From here, return to warrior 2 and shift directly into Trikonasana. Make sure your heels are aligned, square your hips to the long side of the mat, kick your right hip back and hinge towards the front leg. Your triceps are active, stack your wrists and place your hand on your calf or the floor or a block. Your gaze can be up, down or straight. Transition to warrior 2. Windmill your arms and frame your front foot. From here we'll come into low lunge, ground your knee, inhale your arms up and shoulders away from your ears and your gaze is straight ahead. Feel the stretch in your hip flexor and lower your arms, frame your foot and shift back to half monkey pose, nose towards knee, and feel the nice stretch in your hamstrings. From here, shift towards crooked monkey pose, grab your right foot with your left hand and twist your torso towards the sky. Your gaze follows upwards and try to lean a bit more into your stretch. Let go of your foot, frame your front foot with your hands, tuck your toes and lift your knee off the mat. Bring your left foot outside of your left hand and come into your variation of lizard pose. Your fingers are spread, your gaze is between your thumbs, and your back leg is straight. From here, bring your arms to high plank. Inhale your left arm up to the sky for an easy twist. Exhale and come to twisted lizard variation. Come to the edges of both feet and bring your right hip closer to the ground. Frame your front foot and bring your arms back to warrior 2. And we will do half a sun salutation. So windmill your arms, frame your front foot, step your right leg back to high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come to your downward facing dog. Gaze between your hands, step or jump between your hands, and come directly into a seated position on your mat. And come to a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana, to stretch your entire backside. Of course, it is totally fine if your knees are bent. You can use a strap here if your arms can't reach the toes. Or if you need a bit more of a stretch, place a block behind your feet. And with each exhale, try to get a bit deeper into the stretch. Inhale your arms up. And we're finished with our flow for today. So I invite you to either come to your meditation seat or lay down in Shavasana and stay as long as you wish. Perhaps reconnect with your intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of the practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you next time.